everyone, Redneck Computer Geek here with another Harbor Freight tool review. Basically, in my homesteading experiences and everything, if I come across something that I think is going to help you guys out or help me out, I like to go and open them up and show you guys what's in them and give a quick little demonstration. As you've seen my Harbor Freight crane many times, I love it. That's a great video to take a look at. I'll put it in the description. And if you can see over my shoulder, we've got the chicken coop, and we had close to about 60 to 80 birds this year, and we really needed to expand. So we bought this auger. It's item number 63022. They're around $200 straight up retail. They go down to about $160 on sale at this time. And the reason we bought it is because A, we're putting in a pole barn and we want to dig holes a lot faster. And B, we want to be able to dig out post holes for expanding our chicken coop. Our goal is to have 2 by next year and raise turkeys and an extended amount of chickens. So here we go. We're going to get it open. Just a few stats on it. It's 2 horsepower. It's 52 cc. It's gasoline, but it runs on a mixed fuel. It's a 25-to-1 mixture, which is a really weird mixture. So basically that's 2 of those small canisters of 2 cycle oil mixed into just a little bit over 1 gallon worth of gas. So that's 5 ounces mixed with 1 gallon, or basically 2 of the small containers with a little over 1 gallon. It is 2-stroke, it is recoil obviously then, and they say it weighs about 20 pounds. We'll see. For those looking for a perspective on the length of the auger should be about 6 inches longer than the box itself if you're looking at it at the store. It says it's 6 inches wide. I've got a tape measure. We'll check that when we get it open. Here we go. Bagel, quiet. I'm telling you, video production with chickens. Say what?
Bok Productions.
Yeah, Bok Productions. Well, in order to make this less boring, I'll tell you the story of Bagel. Basically, every year we end up with one chicken that decides to run free, be a rebel, whatever. And I always end up feeding them bagels off the front porch, so since I know they're all going to die from some predator, I think we're on bagel number 6. Alright, so big giant piece of foam as always, the usual Harbor Freight MO. So let's see here. Got some sort of mixing bottle. Interesting. Says fuel mix canister. First fill the gasoline on the scale marked 576, then fill the oil until the scale marked 600. Shake the mixture, then fill into the tank. Interesting. Well, I guess that's so us rednecks can't mess it up. So let's get some bubble wrap off. Hey look, it's even bubble wrap that you can pop. The kids will love that. And there we are. So I'm going to pull it out and we'll set it on the back of the truck along with whatever else is in here. Looks like the auger blade's down here. I want to measure that because that sure as heck doesn't look like 6 inches, but we'll find out. And looks like our usual toolkit, spark plug wrench, really crummy 10mm, and a couple of other things. Universal screwdriver. Alright, so we've mixed up the canister as they requested, and I must say that's a cute system. I think that's neat, but the canister itself is made out of blatantly chintzy plastic that I'm quite sure if I dropped her or something would just implode out of Chinese-isms. Now, the 6 inches, it seems, is actually true. It is 6 inches. And there's the quality of it. Not the highest quality welds, but you know, it's something that's going to hit rocks and everything else, so I'm sure I'll have to grind it up later. Now, one thing I'd like to note here is that the edge is not flat. It's not just a square welded piece of steel. They actually did take the time to put a bezel on it. Bevel, I mean. So that's something to note if I end up having to weld new pieces on later. And the rest of the quality looks okay. It looks like they basically tack welded this section about once every 3 or 4 inches, which is to be expected. And here's the top pin with the cotter that goes in the bottom of the motor. Now up here at the motor, our handle, or throttle rather, is over here. But your pull start is over here. So I'm assuming that they don't want you touching the throttle while pull starting like you do a weed whacker sometimes. So your primer is down in here. Obviously your gas is here. Now one thing they put a note on here, and I noticed it in the directions but it's not on the outside of the box, is that they want you to put stabilizer in. I don't have any right now, so I guess we're just going to fire it with the regular 2-cycle oil and see what it does. So it says cold start, press and prime bulb 3 to 4 times, and up here's our choke. We've got run and we've got start, so we'll set it there, and ignition on off, so we'll set it to running operation. And from there we're going to see what happens. So I noticed that it sits down in the piece of foam quite nicely and it keeps the bottom from bottoming out. So we're just going to give it a start up here and see what happens. And this chintzy plastic container definitely should have come with a funnel, as it pours everywhere. That's alright. Every engine should be started on top of a little bit of napalm. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it took an 8 initially in order to be able to see the fuel prime into the bulb. And so we're going to do 3 more. 1, 2, 3. And I can see it coming back through. So we've got it on start. We're going to give it a yank and see what it does. Well, that was cute. I guess the answer there is I gotta hold on to it better. A good all-round test for this. Here in Maine we have what's called marine clay. For those who don't know, it's the same stuff that they make porcelain out of, aka your toilet. So it's really, really thick stuff and it's really concretey when it's dry like this. I got an old deck here and I really could use a pole here in order to hold it during the winter time so that it's not moving around in the spring and whatnot during the thaw. Otherwise the ice tends to try and pull it off of the shore. So we're going to start it up. We're going to see if we can put a hole right down through, see how long it takes. My goal is to run it to the top of the auger and see what kind of timeline we get. Alright, on. We just ran it a little bit, so it should be warmed up, so we're gonna just try it the way it is. And that's time. So as you can see, there's the hole down through. It's really nice and clean. And if you are watching, you could see that we got the first portions, which is like this. It's like almost semi-concrete. And then we hit the area, so there's more of it. And then we hit the lower area where the muddy stuff was. And that's nice, and it's almost like pottery clay. And I went through that insanely fast. Once I hit that pottery clay stage, it was a whole totally different ball game. So there we go. That went pretty good. Thanks guys for supporting my channel. If you like this video, check out some of the others. We do off-road lawnmowers. We've made gas-powered power wheels. I modify the kids' regular electric power wheels and everything else on this channel. Keep homesteading and keep modding. Bye guys.